All right, y'all, welcome back to the Fundie Funny Challenge. We've got Titus working on his little book that he's writing. As you guys know, he's been having some issues with just, I don't know, kind of being in a midlife crisis. But we have more important things to talk about. We have some huge major updates, huge major tea, and oh my god, guys, I have just gotten word that Mark McCloud, Titus' dearest friend, who and a few episodes ago he did call us saying that he had a crush on a lady and he thought that he was having temptations about leaving his wife. Well, we have found out that he has now left his wife and married another woman who is not even a Fundie, which is insane. So today that's embarrassing, play The Sims 4 for 24 hours, leave me alone. Anyway, we're gonna have to go over to his new home in Willow Creek and kick him out of the church and tell him a little piece of our mind. But before we do that, I actually want to show you that Christian aged up, and he got the traits of loner and hates children. So regardless of if he decides to be a Fundie or not, I doubt he's going to be getting into a courtship as quick as Erin and Ben have been trying to get into courtships. He's also pissed right now because he's around so many kids. Anyway, the boys are fighting a little bit, but they seem happy. Anyway, we're going to roll to see if Christian is going to grow up to be a Fundie, to be a mainstream Christian, or to leave the fold altogether. So if I roll a 1 through 4, Christian is going to be a Fundie. If I roll a 5 through 7, he is going to be a mainstream Christian. And then if I roll an 8 through 10, he is going to be an atheist or leave the fold in some sort of way. Let's go check. Moment of truth. Let's see. He is also going to leave the fold. That is actually insane because Benjamin right now has rolled to leave the fold and Erin has rolled to be a mainstream Christian. So that's kind of crazy. None of our kids so far, our oldest 3 boys, are not going to be Fundies. Oh my goodness. Well, that makes a lot of sense for Christian since he is a loner and he hates children. I could see him maybe having a girlfriend that he eventually has that he lives separately from because he's not into living with others. Oh, he's going to be tense in this fucking house because he hates children. Oh, Lord. All right, let's go and visit Mark McCloud. I think that we are going to probably take our older 2 boys for reinforcements. I'm sure Titus is simply devastated about his dearest friend. I mean, I guess his new best friend is going to have to be either Mr. Graves or Mr. Abernathy. Where is Mark? Wait, he's at our house? I could not find him at our house, so we're going to meet up with him at a remote park. So at one of the national parks, I think. All right, we have met up with him at the Isle of Vol Park. So first of all, what we're going to want to do, I need to find the club section. Okay. We're going to have to kick him out of men's group, first of all. And also, we're going to have to give him a piece of our mind. I think that we're going to have an argument. Actually, I think I'm just going to yell at him. Yeah, you should be upset. Did he leave? He is such a little, you-know-what. Such a baby. He cannot take it. Let's tell him to come back to the current lot. What a little baby. How are you going to, leave your wife? And I think they have 7 adopted children. So how are you going to do that and then act like you can't take a little criticism? Oh, your heart's broken. Well, you broke your wife's heart. Let's yell at him. But how dare he? He can't even take a little criticism? Like, come on now. Let's argue about parenting. Like, how could you do that to your children also? I love how they're still such good friends that even when he's yelling at them, they're still smiling. Also, the boys are supposed to be watching us, and literally he's over there he's playing in the pond. This right here is going to be a good thumbnail, I feel like. Oh, he's yelling at us back. He don't give a shit. He is not repentant at all. Oh my god, both of the boys are just in the background playing. One is looking at the stars and one is playing in the water. What did we even bring these boys for? They are worth nothing in this. I think we definitely want to get our friendship bar in the red so that he won't try to come to our house again and just like show up, because we are not going to do anything with him anymore if he's going to leave his wife. And thankfully, their eldest son, Nicholas, is now an adult, so he can now be the head of the household. All of the children except for one have decided to stay with Holly, Mark's, I guess, ex-wife now, except for one. But yeah, so they'll take care of her while Mark is off with his new wife, gallivanting and being irresponsible. I wonder who Mark is going to make his new best friend. At this point, Mark is super angry. But we're feeling energized by this. We feel righteous anger is what we feel. I feel like, we'll probably leave here soon. We've told him off enough, and, we'll hope he just repents before, the end. Because, what are those shirts? If you died tonight, would you go to heaven or hell? Because right now, he's going to hell for what he did to his wife. Oh, Joseph's aged up. Okay. He's a little wiggly guy. Oh my goodness, all these kids have red hair. He needs a Fundie makeover. Oh, I didn't even realize it's Harvest Fest. Okay. The last time we had Harvest Fest, like actually in the house, Erin went and kicked over all the gnomes, and it made everything not work in the whole house. So please do not do that again. Oh my god, he's going to go wake up Christian. This is Christian's nightmare. Oh my god. Oh, he is livid. We've got Mom in here about to cook everybody a grand breakfast. Oh, it feels like forever since Titus has been romantic with his partner. It could be paranoia, it could be anxiety, or a gut feeling, but Titus can't help but wonder what his partner is up to. And who, girl, she ain't seeing nobody behind your back. She don't got time. But you can hang out with her today if you want, girl. It's the holiday. I'm hoping maybe the punching bag can work as a coping skill for Christian while he's in the house. Oh, Titus is ready for some action, so I think he might, get crazy with his wife after he eats this rotten food. But I mean, he is trying to save money, so he's gotta eat what he's got. Titus is getting some alone time with his lady. Shout out. I feel like Grace feels very lonely as the only girl her age. Obviously, there's only one other girl, and she's a toddler, so she spends a lot of time all on her lonesome. But I think her wishes are to be, probably at a school, probably getting to, not feel left out. I feel like the boys do leave her out quite a bit, but she is quite the social butterfly. Erin is straight up about to just insult his brothers. I do feel like he has a tendency to just say rude shit most of the time. Grace is outside again, playing alone. So sad. Oh my god, Mark McCloud is trying to come over. Girl, do you want to repent? Like, I don't know what you want to do. Also, she needs to take a pregnancy test. Titus is gonna have to handle that. He's just sitting here chatting, acting all bored with our son. Rude as fuck. So we're gonna see what he wants. Like, are you trying to repent and go back to your wife, or what are you going to do? Oh, he's pissed. Yeah, it smells bad because we actually are taking care of our 7 kids. Unlike you, except for we have 10, but you know what I mean. Yeah, bitch, why are you coming to my house? Like, what do you mean? Honestly, I can't deal with him. Just go away. We gotta enjoy our time off. Even though Titus don't really go to work like that, but whatever. Oh, also, I never saw the notification, but I guess Sarah was not pregnant. Anyway, whatever. I'm gonna have her do a little workout in the kitchen. Benjamin's practicing his violin, but I think tonight we're gonna go have him celebrate Harvest Fest with the Graves family. Oh my god, why is Mark McCloud calling us to ask us for advice? Girl, obviously I'm gonna tell you, if the person's not a Fundie, I'm gonna say do not be close friends with them. You can evangelize to them, but you don't need to be buddy-buddy with them. Dang, like, does he know me at all? Like, come on now. All right, we have made it to the Graves family house. We're going to say hello real quick to Chelsea. Also, I just realized with Mark McCloud not being a Fundie anymore and leaving his family, Titus is now the pastor. So anybody who wants to court one of Mark's daughters now has to go through Titus. So unfortunately, his boys are already interested in other girls, but he could have just waited a while and then got them into a relationship with Alexandra, which was what they wanted in the beginning, but couldn't get. I do think that he'll try to get Alexandra courting one of the other family's children here soon. I made one of those family echo, like what is it called? Family trees, so you can see all the families that are kind of connected to the Sharps. If you want, I can, if you leave a comment, I'll leave the link. I feel like Ben could get his full bar with Brian tonight and maybe eventually ask Chelsea to be in a courtship tonight, but I don't know if we can get to that point. It's already nearly 8 p.m. So unless he stayed really late, maybe. Also, I might have to pause filming the episode here soon anyway. Probably in about 10 minutes. So I don't know if we can even get to that point with Brian. Yeah, we didn't make a ton of progress today, and I'm going to have to get off of here soon to do a little break. So I think that he'll definitely have to meet with Brian another time to be able to enter into a courtship with Chelsea. All right, y'all. We have some more crazy church tea. So as you guys know, we have a parishioner family called the Farmers, Constance and Greg. They're very wealthy. I don't know why we're taking a bunch of pictures, but anyway, they're very wealthy, and the woman actually does work technically. She has a podcast, a very popular conservative podcast that, will often talk about the IFB and get people to try to join the IFB, not necessarily our church. But anyway, there's been huge, major tea because her husband has left her for another man, and the whole family, except for one of the daughters, has left the church. So we are definitely going to need more members. We actually just got a brand new young family with one child and one on the way. I literally just went to go look, and he has literally left his wife to marry, or I guess be dating a man, which is crazy. Oh, I'm surprised by this eldest daughter. Grace seems to thrive on the shock and rage of others. Is it time to admit that she likes mischief? I guess. I was not expecting that for her first daughter-in-law. She's supposed to be super helpful with her mother and that sort of thing, and just be, very good with the baby. So it is very interesting she likes mischief. Kind of like some of her brothers, aka Aaron and Christian. Aaron hates children, but is playing with a child without me asking him to is kind of wild. I think we're going to have Titus go visit our new parishioners, because we are going to have to keep a tighter hold on our people, because we've had too many people having affairs and leaving their wives, for men and women. Everybody. It's been a while since we've had a young family join our church. It's been all kind of older families nowadays. Their house is so pristine. Oh my God. Titus is instantly, oh, sorry, I'm stuttering. Attracted to Chandler Light? Oh my God. But they don't have chemistry. They're incompatible, but he's attracted. I didn't know he had a little gay streak in him. Oh, I didn't realize his wife came with him. That's cool. Let's have her meet the woman of the house. I don't know why Chandler is angry, but I had no idea Titus was all fluid like that. That's kind of crazy. I don't know what Titus is saying, but Chandler's not a fan. This is not going good. We need more parishioners too. Like, come on now. It looks like Sarah is apparently mentoring Catherine in some cooking, so that's good at least. Oh shit! I leave them away for 1 second, and their bar is completely red. I don't think these people are gonna be joining our church, unfortunately. This is kind of crazy. I think we should just head home. No way these people are gonna actually join our church. Do you think it's because they're attracted to each other low-key? Like, what's going on here? I don't know, but we gotta head out. This is just weird. Oh, it looks like Grace is making a mess. So, and Dad's already angry. So he's gonna have to definitely give her a mean talking to. Okay, so we're actually gonna ground her. Let's say she really likes to play games, so let's say no toys or games for a whole day. All right, she cleaned up her mess without being asked, so that is pretty good. Ben on the toilet just feeling flirty. I feel like he's always flirty. Oh, he's ready for some action, bro. You ain't gonna do any of that here. Man, maybe that's one of the reasons he's gonna wanna leave the fold, because he has ruled to become an atheist or to leave the fold in some way. So maybe it's because he ends up not wanting to marry Chelsea or something like that. Because I do think that there would have to be a big reason for him to actually leave. So he might like want to marry Chelsea, but I don't know, he can't or something like. And so then he wants to not get into another courtship. He just wants to F around, you know? It's very early in the morning. One thing I am going to have Titus do after all of the gardening is done is he has a new potential protege from one of the IFB colleges. So he's going to meet with him and see if they have compatibility in working together. So he could have a new associate pastor. Ben's outside making a little shmoney for the family. We definitely need it because the bills every cycle is about 2,000 simoleons now. Erin and Ezra have a difficult dynamic. I could see that because I feel like Ezra is one of our sweeter guys and Erin can be a little bit rougher around the edges. One of my goals for the next couple episodes is to get a lot more variety of plants that we can plant in these lots. And then also we could eventually fill out all of these spaces to try to make as much money for the family as possible, especially as everyone's getting married. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see what I can scrounge up in terms of more variety of plants and produce. All right, we have just arrived at Rory Maxwell's home, and he is our potential associate pastor. As I said, he just graduated from IFB Bible College. So we're going to do a little intro with him and see, oh, he's already watching TV. So he must be a little new aged. Hopefully, you know, we can convert him to kind of our ways of thinking on television. It shouldn't be too hard. I'm surprised as an IFBer he even has a television, but he's a young guy, you know. We need to teach him about our wisdom that we have. So let's just chat with him and see what kind of chemistry we have in working together. Ask about his favorite theologian. I'm also going to go to the reward store and get him seldom sleepy. So he needs less sleep as he's helping be the patriarch of his family. This guy is not yet married, so we definitely, if we are going to have him as associate pastor, we will need to find him a wife. And I don't know how we're going to go about that. He might either have to wait a while or we might have to convert someone. But right now, I think that this could be a very good option for associate pastor for us for sure. But yeah, I think that it is possible that we might have to convert a young lady to marry him, unfortunately, which we do like a good conversion story, but I feel like typically the young adult conversions are either mainstream Christian women who get converted, or it's like an atheist or mainstream Christian man. So I don't know. We'll have to find somebody. Who knows? That's definitely something that we're going to want to do in the next couple of episodes is find him a good godly girl. Yeah, I think that this is definitely a very, very good match. We are definitely going to want to find him a wife, though. They have compatible personalities. Titus formed a positive impression towards Rory. This will help them build a relationship. Great. So I think that that's enough talking with Rory. I keep on calling him Roy. We're just gonna have to get to that little issue of the television, but I think that we can convince him to throw away the TVs. I accidentally just had my mic out, so I hope that it just recorded some of that audio, but if it didn't, we are now on a chaperone date with Christian and Reagan. Wow, Christian is into Alexandra McCloud. I was not expecting him to like her that much. Man, maybe he should pursue that. I wasn't expecting him to want to get into Oh Lord. Wait. Oh my God. So he is attracted to Alexandra and Aaron's girlfriend Reagan. Oh my gosh, he wants the whole crowd. Maybe he's definitely not going to get into a courtship. I feel like he is so conniving. I feel like he's not going to follow courtship rules. He's going to be talking to everybody. He's going to be liking everybody. He's going to be trying to get with people who are already in committed courtship. Oh Lord, they're over here talking while Aaron's in the bathroom. I'm nervous. I feel like Christian would also be the worst chaperone. He's over there playing the violin. He is not paying a lick of attention to these two, unless it's to check out Erin's date. Hopefully they're gonna follow the courtship rules. Oh, okay, they're already in courtship, but I guess she wants to get even more serious and put a bigger label on it. I mean, girls, you're already in a courtship. I don't know why you're acting weird about it, but whatever. Maybe they'll exchange promise rings. That would be cute. So we have the courting mod, but yeah, you can be in a courtship and also become boyfriend and girlfriend. So I feel like they are definitely going to get engaged and then quickly married right after they become young adults. Oh, their relationship is wholesome. I could see that, especially it being a courtship. Erin bored as hell. He gonna go over here. He already tired. He gonna go over here and make some food for everybody. I feel like I could definitely see him while those two are kind of, you know, talking to each other. He would go off, leave them alone, not even be watching them, and be flirting with other teens, Fundie or not, who just happened to be on the lot. I feel like, okay, so Alexandra McCloud is on the lot. I think he's definitely gonna start just straight up flirting with her while these two are literally just kind of sitting, talking to each other, not paying a lick of attention to what's going on around them. Oh, she's embarrassed. Maybe if they go over here, she won't be as embarrassed. I mean, she is a Fundie girl. Like, he's being very forward. He has not even contacted anyone about her, you know, hand and courtship. So she's gonna be like, what the hell, boy? But, you know, the two people, since her dad is not around anymore, the two people that would be able to let them get into a courtship are her brother as well as the pastor, which happens to be Christian's dad. Christian is just straight up flirting with her and she is not having it. Nope, she doesn't like you, Christian. He's still gonna try, but he's got no game. This has been a pretty good date. Both of the boys are getting pretty tired though, so we're gonna let them head on home here in a moment. Oh, they're at full bars for both relationship and friendship. Wow. Now that we are back at the house, I am going to give old Hezekiah a Fundie makeover because he is not looking particularly Fundie at the moment. All right, Hezekiah is dirty, but he's looking much more masculine and Fundie now. Honestly, I think I'm going to leave the episode right here, and we will come back next time, and hopefully we can explore the courtships as well as exploring, you know, whatever Christian has going on, because I'm sure he is going to have a lot of girls on his arms very soon.